which temperaments make good spouses? And another question that kind of ties into this, it's the same Sister Shazia. She's saying which temperaments match well together in a marriage?
Yeah, excellent question. Shout out to Shazia. Love her. But yes, I think it's a wonderful question and so important. And this is also one of the benefits of studying temperament is before you're looking at, if you're single or you have children that you're looking to marry, hopefully in your lifetime soon, you would want to study this because you should know what pairs well. The old, saying that opposites attract is certainly true. You will see a tendency for example, the sanguine and melancholic. I know several couples where sanguine and melancholic will just gravitate towards each other. Even in my own marriage, that was absolutely true. I actually have a whole talk on temperament theory on YouTube back when I was newly married, kind of coming into this under science, talking about my relationships. I kind of talked about how the sanguine melancholic fit, but it's because and it's true. I think someone may have mentioned, or I glanced over at the comments and I saw someone saying that when they were 12, they kind of knew there it is, that you kind of know when you're very young, your temperament. And when I was very young, I always had an appreciation, an admiration for the melancholic, even though I was always sanguine. Like I was pretty social, but I always noticed the quiet people, whether they were just, in a room or in a classroom setting. I always observed them because I found them to be really interesting, right? That they were kind of a mystery to me. So I think for the sanguine, because we are so interested in people, it's like trying to figure out a melancholic is appealing because they're like a puzzle, they're enigmatic. They're not so obvious. Whereas others, that are more like us, we can kind of figure out right away. So I always felt like that was part of the attraction I had towards melancholics. And I think for melancholics, which is also researched, there's an ease in being with a sanguine because it takes the burden off of them to have to socialize in settings, for example, or just, if you're in a family setting or in a group setting or whatever, and you have a sanguine partner, the melancholic is off duty. They can just passively enjoy their time because a lot of that work, is being done by their sanguine partner. Now, as far as the phlegmatics and cholerics are also a common pairing, and it's because phlegmatics like to fix, and heal. And sometimes, people do make these sort of psychological attributions as well, as that the choleric has like unresolved, trauma issues, and that's why they can be so intense. And so the phlegmatic may be drawn to the choleric for that reason, that there's a healing. And then obviously the choleric needs a nurturer because they're taking on the weight of the world, or that's how they kind of live, right? They take on a lot more than maybe they can handle because they're so overly ambitious or really intense. So to have a nurturer take care of you is really appealing. And so each temperament may find in the partner that they attract either a deficiency that they have or a longing, a need that is fulfilled in that partner.